Breaking from Pictou County, Nova Scotia, the case of missing siblings Jack and Lilly Sullivan has taken another sharp turn. Their stepfather, Daniel Martell, is making new public statements, but when you line them up with his earlier comments and what the RCMP has actually confirmed, the contradictions are impossible to ignore. We're talking changes in the timeline, differences in how he describes the search efforts, and a new version of events that doesn't match what he told the media in the early days. These, in my opinion, are very much intentional, and they could shift how we understand the case. Hopefully, that is. Tonight we're talking about Lilly and Jack Sullivan, and there is a lot to cover when it comes to the stepfather, Daniel Martell, and the biological mother, Malia Brooks Murray. Stay tuned.
Come along with me. Together with the truth you'll see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Hell is here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Justice heart and your support, together we will hold the fort. Lily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do.
Thank you, Miss Holly.
So hit
Appreciate your love,
subscribe and join the crew.
baby.
With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is August 13th, 2025. It is currently 10:33 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Good to see you all, my beautiful pearls. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are talking about the Lilly and Jack Sullivan case out of Pictou County, Nova Scotia. They have been missing since May 2nd, 2025. We are going on over 3 months. Over 3 months. And they're still missing. And it's very similar to Jaden's case, in my opinion. It's very similar to Sebastian's case, and it's very similar to Summer's case, in my opinion, Summer Wells. And we still have no answers. But what we do have is, again, two parents, if you call them that, two parents who are saying virtually nothing for their missing children. Now, in this case, it's not one child. It's usually one child, right? Someone goes missing, it's usually one child. Not in this case. There's two children that have gone missing. And we have the stepfather, so to speak, even though they're not married, that has spoken about virtually everything, how he is innocent, and not really a lot to do with Jack or Lilly, more about how it perceives him to look innocent. And then we have Malaya, who is the mother, and she has virtually been silent. She did 1 2-minute interview. The second, essentially day one, Saturday, the first full day that they went missing, she did a 2-minute interview. We've gotten a few text messages from her since all of this, and really, that's about it. Daniel says everything under the sun. And his mother has came out and said things, but virtually there is very few people at this point, I think, that believe them, because especially Daniel, he's changed his tune so many times. Like, I've done this a lot, but I've never, ever, ever seen someone change their story so much. Ever. So, guys, before we get started, if you would do me a favor, please hit that thumbs up button. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Means so much. And if you want to go even a step further, if you would share this live out on your favorite social media, just hit that share button, copy that link, and drop it in whatever social media you prefer. Means so much, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. So, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Holly, again, thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. We appreciate your support, Holly. Very you for sure. Feel like cutie. And forget me not, so generous of you, my dear. Thank you so much, honey. I've known Forget Me Not a long time here on the tubes. Thank you so much, Forget Me Not. Your family, you guys are. Thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you. If you received one of those, make sure you thank our beloved Forget Me Not. Thank you so much, hon. Hopefully you are well. And let's see here. Margaret, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very, very much. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, Margaret. And thank you so much for your generous support. Thank you for being a member as well, my dear. Good to see you as well. Just a little note before we get started. Always late. Did you hear about Christine? One of our friends, creators, that was on this platform. She really covered the Summer Wells case quite a bit. Beautiful inside and out soul. She has tragically passed from a very long fight with cancer. And our heart just goes out to her family and her friends and all of that right now. I've continually kept them in my prayers uh, so much, so much. And Miss Christine, I've posted about her a few times, and it's really sad, really sad. Just a beautiful, beautiful soul inside and out. Um, so young, and she's got kids, and thankfully they're a little older now, but you are never, never ready for that, regardless. So rest in peace, Christine, and prayers to the family. Prayers to them. Okay, guys. Used to watch Christine on Daisy's channel. Yeah, Daisy and I, we used to go round and round. Daisy and I, oh Lord, did we ever go round and round? And probably more than any person I've ever went on YouTube round and round with. But that's not the point. My heart goes out to Daisy and all. That's Daisy's best friend, and my heart goes out to her and keeping her in our prayers as well. It's a long time ago. So Justin, pray for my mama too, please. She's nearing the end of her battle of Alzheimer's. Oh, I'm so sorry. Always late, honey. I'm so sorry. We will definitely keep you and your mama in our prayers for sure. Yes, cancer is so bad, and it affects all of our lives in one way or another. So, yeah, absolutely always late. Prayers for your precious mama as she makes her transition. All right, guys. So we are talking about Jack and Lily Sullivan from Pictou County, Nova Scotia. We got some new text messages, and I think I see Miss Belinda somewhere in here a minute ago. Good to see you, Miss Belinda. Thank you for joining us. And we're going to cover this article that I have not read yet. Wanted to read it and get my genuine reaction when I was live. And it is a new article out of, let me say it correct this time, the Globe and Mail. And let's get it started. Then we're going to show some new messages from Daniel. I know his lying ass is watching right now. So, Daniel, Malaya, go to the RCMP. Go. Oh, good for you, Kim. That's amazing. That's amazing. Congratulations. Grandmother of Jack and Lily. Oh my God. There was a photo. I don't know if I have it on my phone right now. It warmed my heart so much. It was a picture Belinda shared. I'm getting crying right now. I just feel it coming up. Wow. It was the most beautiful little photo. Here it is. I want to start crying. It's too much. Hold on, guys. One second. If this doesn't show pure joy, Get with it, Justin. Of a grandmother. Look at this. That is the happiest time. You know what I mean? And to me, it's not, I mean, obviously it is Jack and Lily there too, but it's Belinda as she's just overcome with joy there. And that is just the best feeling. You know, if you have kids, you know, you get it, right? And everyone says grandkids are even better. I don't have grandkids yet, but one day hopefully I will, Lord willing. And those were much better times until whatever happened. And we're going to not stop until justice is given to Jack and Lily and the family. So I saw that today, and I just loved that. Absolutely loved that. Okay. You know, go to this, which is a more, sadly, a different style of, hello, good to see you, which is a much different style of photo, right? This is by the Globe and Mail. The grandmother of Jack and Lily Sullivan, two Nova Scotia children who have been missing since May, is calling for a public inquiry into the disappearance. Belinda Gray, the children's paternal grandmother, says that Child Protective Services needs to lift the veil of secrecy around how the provincial government responded to concerns about the home life of Jack, 4, and Lily, ages 6. Now, she's absolutely right here, right? Now, kids deserve, we all deserve some sort of privacy, especially with medical and stuff like that, right? And I get that, but the times when we feel like CPS fails, you guys know I'm a big proponent of CPS because I've done foster care. I did it for 8 years, and I've seen some great stories. I've seen some really bad stories. It's clearly not perfect. Any CPS agent, my best friend included, will tell you it is highly flawed. Absolutely. And particularly because they can't be everywhere at one time. I mean, they're supposed to do so many stops per week and stuff. And this is the thing, you know, you get to one of their houses and it's really bad, and you got to wait for the cops and everything else. And that it takes the whole day. You know what I mean? And so there's a lot of failures for sure. But the problem is the secrecy. Belinda is right. The secrecy around that, because when the shoe is on the other foot, when we feel like they have failed, for instance, Jack and Lily, right? Now, agree. I absolutely agree. CPS agents and stuff are not mind readers, right? But they should know the indicators of the probability of something happening in that home was pretty high to begin with. But let's say they failed Jack and Lily, which I think a lot of us believe. They didn't cause this necessarily to happen. The person chooses to do whatever they do to the child. But they are the buffer in between. And they're the ones that are supposed to see those warning signs flashing. But again, when the shoe's on the other foot, they can use that secrecy to their benefit. They can. CPS can use that secrecy to their benefit whenever, unfortunately, most likely, Jack and Lily are no longer here. Right? And they should not be able to use that secrecy of saying, well, we can't tell anybody because of this and this and this. Well, those are my grandkids. These are, Canada's kids. You're supposed to protect them. You're supposed to protect them. Where did the failure lie? Was it with the laws? Was it the CPS worker? Was everything okay when you were there? And I think they need to be more transparent about that, right? They could have went there and everything had been kosher at the time. I don't know. I doubt it, but I don't know. And sometimes it's the way the laws are, right? And they can't do nothing about it. And it's really, really sad. Was it not keeping rugs? I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. Miss Gray, who has limited contact with the children after their mother slip up with her son, is concerned that they may have been warning signs that were overlooked before they went missing. I guarantee it. The Globe and Mail has previously reported that child protective workers visited the children's home in Lansdowne, Nova Scotia, and months before their disappearance, after concerns were raised by someone at their school. But the findings of their investigation are shielded by privacy laws. And Belinda says, quote, I think the public has a right to know, quote, unquote, Miss Gray said in an interview. I agree. Especially once it becomes a very public case. I think it's very important. I agree with Belinda with that. Now, if it's not, a public case, if you will, that might be a little different. Now, I was thinking, let me see here one second. The teachers have to, clearly something had to have been going on for the teachers in this very, very small community to think something's wrong, right? To make that call and say, we think you should probably go out there, right? Has it been 3 years since she saw them? I don't know. CPS is obligated to contact the authorities if they believe that the children are in any kind of danger. Yes. Yep. I think CPS needs to also prosecute more. They don't tend to do that unless it's very rare. Not very rare, but it's more rare. Just what did CPS do? What part were they investigating? What were the concerns and what were they doing? They might even have the answers for the investigation on what happened to them or what it might have happened to them. The children's stepfather, Daniel Martell, told the Globe in an interview in May that the children's protection workers' visit was sparked by concerns about their learning disabilities, not their well-being. It's laughable. It's laughable that Daniel would even have the kahunas to say that to the Globe and Mail or anyone, that the CPS came out for learning because of their learning disabilities. Come the hell on now. When did CPS become a learning? He really has to be. Daniel, you have to be high when you say this shit. You cannot believe yourself, sir. There's not a chance. Not a chance. What the hell's wrong with you? Okay. Well, the Globe pushed a story in which Mr. Martell said a bruise on Jack's face, seen in a widely circulated photo, was caused by his sister. Shame on you, Daniel. He did not respond to the question about another photo, Jack with a black eye on his class trip, dated December 13th, 2024, that was posted on his elementary school Facebook page. The children's mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, split from Mr. Martell soon after the kids disappeared, has declined to comment. The RCMP have acknowledged investigations like this take a long time and can be difficult for families seeking answers, and said they have committed significant resources to solving the case. The Mounties have consistently said they have not uncovered any evidence that the children were abducted and stand by the decision not to issue an Amber Alert when the children first went missing. Staff Sergeant Rob McComan from the RCMP Major Crime and Behavioral Science Unit said the investigation remains, quote, very active and intensive, end quote. It's interesting wording, don't you think? And any information that could help police is being, quote, meticulously scrutinized, end quote, prioritized and actioned to ensure nothing is missed, end quote. Do you hear that, Daniel and Malaya? Should I say that again? Meticulously scrutinize, prioritize, and actioned to ensure nothing is missed. Congratulations, Daniel and Malaya. We are continuing to engage every resource available to help locate Jack and Lily and to determine the circumstances of their disappearance, end quote, he said. Documents released to the Globe through the Freedom of Information request show that on May 2nd, the same day the children were reported missing, a manager in Nova Scotia Child Protection Department wrote an internal memo about the kids for senior government bureaucrats. Really? That's very interesting. That document was shared all the way up to the Deputy of Ministers for Community Services, Craig Beaton. The records show more than 2 weeks later, on May 20th, the same manager produced another longer memo about the children that was also shared with her bosses. The contents of those memos are entirely redacted for privacy reasons. Scott Armstrong, the minister responsible for child protection in Nova Scotia, said he reviewed the children's file, but that it would be inappropriate for the department to comment on continuing police investigation. Quote, "This situation continues to weigh heavy on the minds of all Nova Scotians, particularly those in Pictou County, and we are all looking forward to a resolution for this family and community," Carly Smith, a spokesperson from his office, said in an email. Mr. Armstrong has acknowledged there are shortcomings in Nova Scotia's child protective system. In July, he hosted a meeting for another Atlantic region minister and addressed challenges around recruiting social workers into this child protection system, particularly in rural areas. He also previously told the Globe he's committed to in creating an office of a child and youth advocate, which would act as a watchdog and for the children's welfare system and be a voice for children and youth in taking steps to reduce the workload of children welfare employees. Ms. Smith said, quote, the issue of attracting and retaining social workers is not unique to Nova Scotia, quote, end quote, adding the province has increased wages for the child protection social workers and hired more administrative staff to erase demands on the system. Miss Gray, the grandmother, said political communities, for change alone are not good enough. She called for more transparency in how the child welfare system dealt with their grandkids, including what prompted someone at their school to contact Child Protective Services in the first place. Quote, "I'd like to know what the school has stated. Was it just some bruises they saw on Jack? Are there other things? Is there anything concerning Lily? I would like to know," end quote, Miss Gray said. Miss Gray is among those who are frustrated. It took the Mountie weeks to follow up on some tips and arrange formal interviews with people who knew the children. Jack and Lily Maternal's grandfather, Henry Brooks, said in a late May in the RCMP had yet to reach out to him for any interview. That's crazy to me. You have not even reached out to the liar-in-chief's father? You've not reached out to Daniel's father? That's crazy to me. I don't understand that. Like, you would think that would have been day one. I don't know. It's crazy. Mr. Brooks says he also has questions about what was happening inside the children's home. So are you saying you don't believe Daniel? He has also questions about what is happening in the children's home, and that his daughter had been trying. Sorry, this is Daniel. I'll get it straight in a second. This is Malaya's dad. Scratch that, not Daniel's. Apologize. I got him confused for a second. Mr. Brooks said he questioned about what is happening in the children's home and that his mother, or his daughter rather, was trying to leave Mr. Martell for months before the kids disappeared. Like others, he just wants to know what happened. Quote, "It's been eating me up. I'm wondering where the hell they are," he said. "I hope we get some answers soon." There we have it, folks. There we have it. Yeah. I don't know why I said Daniel. KJ, thank you so much, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family. Really do appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love the Jack and Lily thumbnail there. That's very awesome. Thank you so much for that. It's amazing. My best friend's mom was an emergency. Oh, God. Love wins for you. I've been to Cleveland Clinic and everything, baby. I've had more testing done with Lyme's disease, and I had sorry guys, it's called Lyme's. What is it when they go in your spine? They put the injection in your spine. I can't think of it. I'll think of it in a minute, but I've had that done. So there's that. There's that. There's good days and bad days. Some days are much better than others. Spinal tap. Yes, thank you. I kept thinking epidural. And yeah, I had lumbar puncture. That's the actual word for it, spinal tap. But I was thinking of spinal tap. Let me tell you something. When my symptoms was really bad with Lyme's, I could barely talk. I could think everything, but I could barely talk. I just half of my face looked like I had a stroke even. Really bad. Okay, moving forward here. Moving forward. And when I get tired, it gets worse, or stressed as well. Daniel's new text messages. Boy, are we ready for this. Now, I'm not sure if these are in order or not, but regardless, here they are. He relapses from Lyme. Yeah. Yeah, Mom Angie. Okay. In your opinion, if they were ever taken, this is the question asked to Daniel. Do you think it was random or by an acquaintance? And Mr. Martell states it's not an abduction, meaning the individuals or parties involved knew the kids. So he's back to pushing the individuals or the parties involved are known by the kids. So Daniel, you wet noodle, you tell me, how many people know Jack and Lily Sullivan before this? Right? How many people knew before? They knew their teachers, right? They knew their family, right? So these individuals that you say that they are taken by, Daniel? It's still an abduction. It absolutely is. Yes. That'd be too darling. But who are they? Tell us. Is anyone missing, Daniel? That whoever it is that took Jack and Lily, please tell us. I'm sure RCMP would like to know about this. Yes, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. Thank you, NH. Good to see you. Which one is it, Daniel? He's not very good at this, y'all. He's really not. He's really mad. He thinks he's good at it. He just makes himself look like a dummy. Mom has a big pool, but the kids are not around this summer, so no point now. Not just Jack and Lily, but my kids too. So you didn't put up the pool? With how quickly Daniel gained a new girlfriend, it shows the relationship was far from solid, not a united team. Yeah. Yeah. It amazes me that Malaya can just go out and get a new apartment. Daniel can be texting girls just a few days after Jack and Lily are gone. Amazing. Was that ever love to begin with? Most people, it takes a long ass time to get over someone they've been with 3 years and made a human being with. There's no way Janie got a big pool. No, I don't think she's got one now. But he says here, he's pretty much saying here, well, since, Jack and Lily's gone and I can't see my kids, there's no point in putting it up now. They never had a damn pool. Come on. Ron called Mom the morning of the disappearance. That's Janie's brother. Because he was going in town. There's those 2 explanation marks right there. If Mom would have went with Ron, Mom would have never heard the kids. That's how you never know. That's how you know I never harmed the kids, and neither did Malaya. That is absolutely gobsmacking right there. That he will say, that's how you know I never harmed the kids. Daniel, who said you harmed the kids? Who said you harmed the kids? Nobody said you harmed the kids. Do you feel like you harmed the kids by saying that? Do you feel paranoid about it? I don't recall her asking you, did you harm the kids? You're the one that's always saying, yeah, they asked me if I, this is your words, quote, killed Jack or Lily. Boy, that's heavy, Daniel. Into the death of Jack or Lily. Right? You say that as well. So many contradictions, right? Wake up, absence, timing. We both woke up at the same time and proceeded outside. He says one time, Malaya was up beforehand, hence the kids being marked absent. And then he says, I was asleep when they were marked absent. Daniel, you have said all 3 of these things. We both woke up at the same time and proceeded out. You've also said, Malaya was up beforehand. Hence, the kids being marked absent. You've also said, I was asleep when they were marked absent. You can't be asleep, both waking at the same time, and Malaya up beforehand all at once. You buffoon. These are 3 mutually exclusive states around a critical window. 3 mutually very important keys around a critical time frame. Now, I think a lot of us now, since this neighbor called in the RCMP on, I think it was the 7th or the 8th of May, and told them that they did hear said vehicles coming in and out of where Jack and Lily and Daniel and Malaya and Janie were living the night that they go missing, Thursday night into the early hours of Friday morning. So we can assume, at least in my opinion, that something happened Friday night, or Thursday night rather. Right? And Janie, if something happened Thursday night, that's not going to go good for you, ma'am. It's not going to go good for you. Because you have placed yourself outside with Daniel. Right? Y'all were just working on the fence, and you was just filling in holes in the wet ass driveway. Yeah, I don't think so, Shelby. Maybe, I mean, anything is possible. I just don't find it probable. Right? Just like in Jaden's case right now. It really normally is the most simple of factors. It's usually not this big. When things happen, people have to act quickly, very quickly, with precision. They're gotta move quick, gotta think quick. And so, in my opinion, I think it is. I've never thought the kids were hidden. Never thought the kids were hidden. There is no way Daniel, Malaya, or anybody like this would put up with this kind of pressure. There's no need to hide the kids. There's just no need. From what? What are you hiding them for? Right? If you're facing prison time versus hiding them from CPS, which is what I've always heard people say. CPS doesn't look near as bad once you're facing prison time. And didn't do crap on that property since the 80s. Yeah, I agree, Jam. They didn't do crap. I don't believe they were doing anything that night with the fence or anything like that. Like the people, like what kind of person or people destroy a kid's future. In my opinion, the mother and the stepfather, that's what kind, Daniel. Videos are on the internet forever. My kids will see all this and say, Dad, WTF are all these people going on about? He has none, zero, zilch, nada, no capability of reflecting upon himself, which is kind of the scary part. It's interesting to watch, but he has none. This man has very easily, we have easily shown many provable lies, flat out lies, provable. And he's talking about, this is out here forever. Dad, what kind of people, what kind of idiot lies about 2 children that were in their home? How does that happen? Right. Shelby, and I get that. And it's hard for a lot of people to see that. It really is. And I always say, the reason you can't see that, in my opinion, is because you're a good person. That's why. You can't comprehend that. That the people that the person that you see Daniel as, right? You might not like him or whatever, but you can't see it, right? Because you only see that part of him. And there is the private, or there's the public. We'll start with the public first. There's the public self, which is what you are seeing Daniel as right there. Right? Then there's the private self, the one who Daniel is around Malaya, his family, all of that. People he's comfortable with. And then there's the secret self, the person that nobody knows who Daniel is. And every one of us have that to different degrees. And it's hard to see for a lot of people. Okay. Videos are on the internet forever, and my kids will see all that and say, Dad, WTF are those people going on about? Jack and Lily will see all of this, and none of it is their fault. It's sickening, says the man who said that he will visit Malaya with his daughter, infant daughter, Meadow, in prison. Got it. Good job, Daniel. Good job. There were 2 dogs there on Saturday. I mean, dog and Janie's dog per Belinda. Of course, yeah, there was 2 dogs there. Me either, Andrea. Me either. The big mean dog was removed right away. Something's up with those things, I'm telling you. All right, 1 second. That's why Daniel can say and deny, I didn't kill them. Nope, the rugs did. I don't know. I would not trust Daniel physically either at all. Probably, nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me. I did not, Rachel, no. I don't have time to watch a lot of people, to be honest with you, but I didn't see it, no. I think he and the mom had help getting ready. And someone goes local? What do you mean goes local? You mean loco? Okay. All right. So, is your mom sure she heard both kids that morning? This is marked out. I don't know why. Yes, mom sure. And then he says, did I already show y'all that? It's not an abduction, meaning the individuals or parties invoked. I already read that one. I must have copied that one twice. I have to hold back on some things because I don't want to harm the case. Daniel, by you saying that, Daniel, you don't want to put your ass in prison, i.e., is what you mean. You are so crazy, Daniel. You know better than that. Listen, I've got people on the inside. Right? He's got people on the inside. Only Daniel knows these things. Why did Daniel say at the start of all this that if only Malaya hadn't left, then none of this would have ever happened? Did he say that? I don't know. I don't know he said something like that. If he did say something like that, to me, I mean, I can see Daniel getting mad and Malaya. The most dangerous time of someone leaving, even if there's not been DV in the relationship, is when they're ready to leave. And I can see Daniel flipping out and hurting individuals. Oh my gosh, Joyous. Thank you. Goodness gracious, girl. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much, Miss Joyous. You are so kind to me, my dear. Thank you. God, I don't know what to say, Miss Joyous. Thank you so much, honey. I really, really do appreciate you very much. If you received one of those, make sure you thank our dear Joyous for gifting one of those pearl necklaces. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. Sent you a video that has more messages along with those. Gotcha. Thank you, crazy. I might have them, but I haven't been able to get to all of them today. Thank you so much, my dear. It's not okay. I read that one. If I said everything, it's not fair if we want justice. Thank you, Captain Obvious, Mr. Martell. We appreciate you, Mr. Martell. Daniel looks like a weasel in every sense of the word. He just looks like a little weasel. He's always trying to weasel his way out of the truth. I think he's allergic to the truth, to be honest with you. Right. It's amazing to me he can sit there and say, "Hey, house music, good to see you, honey." It's amazing to me he can sit there and be like, if we want to get justice for Jack and Lily, then I've got to be quiet. Yeah. Did he check the musty hutch? He's had a musty hutch since 76. Okay. Even Malaya says he's lying. Seriously, Malaya says you're a liar, Daniel. Right? Why does Daniel tell the RCMP one thing and he tells us another? Because he's a crazy ass. That's all I can say. That's really it. Where did it go? I'm trying to find it. Oh, Daniel. Okay. I called RCMP to retrieve the large portion from the garbage bin by the road at the house when I first heard about a piece being found in the tree. Fuck a duck. That was what my whole live stream was about. Hold on. 1 second. Guys. 1 second. I forgot to upload this. I've got so much running through my head. 1 second, y'all. Here we go. We got it. And let me. Daniel, I got a question. You ready for this, Daniel? I got a question, little cooter wooter. I know you're watching. You've got the glass pipe in hand right now. I bet you anything, Daniel. Probably your fingers are burning right now. Okay. Look at this, y'all. Daniel. And guess what? You guys, maybe I should wait till tomorrow, but I'm going to show it to you right now. Yes, old Daniel. Daniel. All right. We'll get more into this tomorrow, but I'm going to show you a little something. Look at this. It is back up. Guys, look at this photo. Hit that thumbs up for 10 years of good luck, y'all. Come on. Pink blanket in the window. I'm going to make that into an 80s song. Pink blanket in the window lets me know you are home. Pink blanket in the window lets me know you're alone. Pink blanket in the window. Yep. Drapes equals pink blanket. Does the carpet match the drapes? Now, guys, I'm looking at the car. Don't look at the car. And a fringe in a tree. Thank you, Andrea. Is that the kid's bedroom? Yes. Yes, it is. That's the kid's bedroom. I know, Canadian lady. I know. See the small window? That's the bathroom. Yes. It goes Malaya and Daniel's bedroom, Jack and Lily's bedroom, bathroom, living room, kitchen, I think, or kitchen. This is either the kitchen. I think this is the living room, and this is the kitchen over here. Oh, sissy, we've all used it. I've used a blanket or a sheet to cover, especially years ago. I mean, I haven't, but back in more struggling times, I've used it. It was more common, back then, I think, than it is now. But this is just one of the pictures I want to show you. What did Joe say? God, I got to get that spray bottle fixed. What did Joe say? I wonder if we could get McCann to come up and check. She could leave her hat on. Who's that? Where's the part for are the other? What do you mean, Stacey? Well, look at this, y'all. Are you ready? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready. Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready. Is this Malaya or Daniel's car? This is Daniel's? Yeah, the kids share the same room. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Look at this. Now you see it. Now you don't. Now you see it. Now you don't. Pink blanket in the window. Pink blanket in the window. Now you see it. No, you don't. No, you see it. No, you don't. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, it's okay. It's just a different angle. Okay. We don't, this is cut off. I thought they were different windows here. His head's hiding that window. There we go. Now you see it. Now you don't. His hair isn't real. His hair's real. Look at that, y'all. Daniel, what happened to that pink blanket? Where did that pink blanket go, Daniel? This right here from what I understand, was taken Saturday morning. This was taken in one of his interviews. 1 second, y'all. What's that, Stacy? Is the blanket in the tree from the other window? Well, remember, Daniel said the pink blanket covered up a window. It sure did. It sure did, Daniel, didn't it? Pink blanket in the window. No, they didn't change the. No, they didn't change it. I thought it was too, but look, this is cut off. The picture I have, it's cut off. Daniel's actually standing right here, and we don't see the rest of the trailer. His head is covering this. Oops, wrong one. This is Daniel and Malaya's bedroom. This is Jack. I think this might be their whole bedroom. And this is Jack and Lily's bedroom. And this right here where Daniel's head is the bathroom. And then this is the living room and kitchen. Justin, is Daniel scared to come up on panel and talk with you like Edgar? Well, I got to give Daniel the credit. At least he came in chat. Daniel, let's compare something, shall we? We're going to do this live. Good night, Belinda. God bless you. Let's do this live. Like Bill O'Reilly said, F it, we'll do it live. 1 second. Let me find it. And I just want to show you this for another Sheets and Giggles. And this was taken Friday, by the way. Friday. Bear with me. show you. One second. All right. This is an important picture as well. You see this pink blanket right there? It's kind of hard to see, but you see the pink blanket there? Yes, you're exactly right, Bubbly Beth. I was getting to that. Daniel said he put the blanket in the trash a week before they went missing. So why is it in the window? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Daniel.
RCMP, open up.
Yeah. This and look at all the dirt up here where Miss Janie said she was just strewn in dirt everywhere. And look, they had a fire going. You think a 4 and a 6-year-old is going to go out in some wet mud? Look at all the freaking mud. It can be a different blanket. Guess what? It's how many freaking pink blankets do you have in your house? And why is it gone? And why is there a pink blanket down the road planted? No. Mm-mm. Mhm. But that's not the picture I was trying to show you. Let me find it here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Mhm. That's the what was I going to show y'all? Damn. Oh. Oh. Okay. And let me just show you how quickly this blanket was taken out. Look at there, no pink blanket there. It's gone. This was very early on. What happened to that pink blanket, Daniel? What happened to it? I have been following this case since day one, literally since day one. This, you can still see all of the heavy equipment, vehicles, and stuff was on the property. Still the tire marks on the property after it rained. And guess what, Daniel? Just like you took out those shirts Saturday evening, or Saturday midday, I should say. You took out, in my opinion, that pink blanket. Absolutely. Yeah. And you know something that's very interesting, Daniel? RCMP has taken pictures of this home more than once. They're going to compare, trust me, those pictures and when that blanket was really gone. Nobody wants a chicken party? Do we need some thumbs up? I'm working here. Come on, hit the thumbs up. Come on. I know it's late for all of us, or a lot of us. Hold on, I'm getting something. We got a file incoming. I don't know what you mean. 1 second. That is Janie's interview. Make sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Making sure. All right. So yeah. Look here. Now you see it. Now you don't. Now you don't. Yeah, Daniel, we know. We know, Daniel. You're not fooling anybody. How many thumbs up do we got? Off subject, but can you imagine what Jaden Spicer's siblings would be feeling? I've said that earlier, Sharon. I literally said that earlier in my live stream. I'm going to stop talking. You're right, Kelly. I'm going to fold my arms right here and I'm going to be like, I'm not going to do anything else till we get thumbs up. 664. 692. Take your little finger, okay, and just tap it, just like that. Just the tip, just like your first love told you. Just the tip. There you go. That's it. 699. Thank you, thank you. Between the two pine trees on the opposite side of the driveway, that can't be a shadow. It looks like a huge hole in the ground. What are you talking about? The two. What am I missing? Right here? You're talking about this? This is the trailer shadow right there. That's what you mean. There's a drainage thingy. A drainage thingy. Where's the drainage thingy? That? Oh God, who knows what that is? But I find this very, very interesting. That Daniel. Oh, that's what I was trying to find. Hold on. Let's find it, cool cats and kittens. There is so much here. This was just a couple days after the kids went missing, right? 1 second. And they are the same color, Daniel. They are the same pink. How about that? Oh, Daniel, thanks for all you do, Justin. Thank you so much, Jam. Appreciate you, love. Thank you so much. Oh, Daniel.
RCMP, open up.
That's right, mother chicken. So the cabins are located up in the woods, and Janie stated a new padlock on the cabin, and Daniel's statement ran up into the woods to the cabin in the woods to the kids. I don't know what you mean. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, I wanted to show you this. Let me see. You see it? Let me get this in order, actually. Now, you see it? Blanket. Now you see it. Now you don't. Now you see it right there. Today was raining Friday. Now you don't. And you can clearly tell this photo. This looks, it looks a lot higher than it is. It's not as high as you would think. I think it's somewhat of an illusion in this picture, the way it is. I mean, it's high, but it's not like that. And then it rained, all of that and all that stuff. And then the next day, this is, I'm pretty sure this is Saturday. Pretty sure this is Saturday because Malia said the sun is coming out and Jack and Lily will be more dry. And you can tell it had rained here and all that. You can actually see the water where it came down the hill and went through here down the hill. And you can see all the mud and all that. And look, nothing. 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 Mm. Janie's doorknob gone, so she got a trash can to Junk Mobile. The totes with gravel in them. Oh, that's a good idea, Mohawk. Oh, damn. You know what? These aren't all the pictures I got. We can go over here. I got some better pictures. Probably for different things. Those totes with the gravels in them, they're yeah, they need to be checked out as well. We know old Daniel trying to get one on us, isn't he? Well, not us, Jack and Lily. But guess what? Let me show you this. Justin doing a magic trick with the blanket. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Daniel's trying to, let's see here. Well, this is the other side. Let's see if we can. Spotless four-wheeler, and it was raining Friday. I know. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? crap, what'd I do? What the hell did I do? Okay, let me try this. This is where we were. Okay, Mohawk right here. If you look over, is this it right here? Look at this. Is that some of it? Right there, Mohawk? Okay, this is Daniel. A drone is over top of him, and he has no shirt on. Very typical of Daniel taking off his shirts outside and trying to throw them, right? He's probably putting on a shirt there, but I digress. It's... Hold on a second. What the hell's this? That's a trash... Is that a trash can? Is that a trash can? Yeah, the bins were... You know what we need to do? We need to listen to that stuff. It's 12 o'clock right now, but let me see. Damn, I wish it wasn't so late. I got things to do tomorrow, but... Move my arrows. Look at this. Okay. Okay, there's 3 bins there. Bin, bin, bin. They got rocks in them. And there's this 4-wheeler. And I just wonder if old Daniel and Malaya, Daniel, how many times did you pull in and out Friday night into Saturday morning? How many? When it was raining, cool outside, that Nova Scotia night. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes the law, or if they're within a certain age range, they can have same bedrooms. Jack and Lily were at the same age range where they could still have same bedrooms. 5 to 6 times. Yep. Mm-hmm. No wonder you're tired. Yeah. What were those bags in the back of the pickup truck? Hey, Bobby. Good to see you. Do we know anything about the car that was there throughout the night? Yep, 4 and 6. Yeah, 4 and 6. There we go, Mohawk. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if Daniel or someone that night was using some of those rocks. You know, a lot of times people use totes and rocks, things that are weighted. Conveniently parked right out there. Conveniently. Mm-hmm. Sure was.
And which Friday, and where are you from?
It was May 2nd.
And which Friday, and where are you from?
It was May 2nd. I live in Truro. I'm good friends with Malaya.
Listen
I
to
just wanted
this.
to kind of touch on a few things that you said. So we were the ones that actually found the blanket. And as far as I knew, the blanket was on the railing, not in the garbage. And Malaya didn't leave Saturday morning. It was Saturday evening because an altercation had broken out and Daniel's mother actually tried to attack me. So it was well after supper Saturday when she actually left the premises.
Okay.
This
Is
is
that, sorry, is that,
I
Malaya's
didn't know if I
BFF.
muted myself or not. I don't know how
oh,
these
no,
things
no.
work. Yeah, so I just wanted to.
Oh, okay, so hold on a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
Logan McKenzie is here.
Yeah.
Logan, would you mind coming up in the chat?
I can drop down for her, Susan.
No, I have lots of room. Okay, I'm gonna have Logan come up because I do know Logan very well. Well, not very well personally, but she's been on the live. I absolutely know her. And I mean, absolutely zero offense to you, Cheryl, but I don't know you. But I do know Logan.
Logan that over that weekend. I think I
That's
met her
okay.
Saturday, maybe. I can't quite remember exactly who
Exactly.
she is, but I do remember meeting her.
Okay, so Logan is going, there we go. Thank you, Logan, for coming up. And let me just say this. I'm gonna just, I need to warn people of this. We have 142 people in the room. Be aware that we are on the internet. We are, and we've got 143 people in the room. There will be twice that watching who are not in the channel. Anybody can be screen recording this and what you say. And it can go on the internet anywhere. So I just want to put it out there and just give a warning before you say stuff. Just make sure that what you say is, you know. Hey, Logan, how are you?
Not too bad.
And Logan knows this firsthand, don't you, Logan?
Yes. My name is dragged all over the internet now.
Yeah. Logan was on my live weeks ago and for
They were
quite a
both
while.
there that day.
And it was very, very unfortunate. Somebody screen recorded the entire thing and then spliced and diced
Chicken
the
urine
entire
and poo are in
thing,
the same thing.
taking out pieces, not putting in pieces correctly, because Logan actually gave an enormous amount of support to Malaya. And of course that was all removed.
Well,
so I just want people to be aware that this can happen.
oh crap. I wondered, what the hell did I do? What the hell did I do? I wondered about, you know, that evening they said Daniel was in the bathroom doing all that stuff and they hear stuff. I wonder if he was taking down that fucking curtain that day or that blanket that day. That's what they heard. Because he took that blanket for a reason. He sure did. Hold on. Let me pop this up on a different one. So the thing is, I've got it in the wrong one. I need to put it under videos. Miss Malaya is out. Searching. Might be this one. 1 second. That one. Oh no, that's not that one. Okay, here it is. 1 second, y'all. Okay, now we got it. Now we got it. We got it now. Hallelujah. Okay, here we go. Just 1 second. Second. Okay. Here we go. Crap. Yep, as usual. Corporal makes 120 days a year. All right, let me go to where Logan starts.
Personally, but she's been on the live. I absolutely know her, and we've got 143 people in the room. There will be twice that watching who are not in the channel. Anybody can be screen recording this and what you say, and it can go on the internet anywhere. So I just want to put it out there and just give a warning before you say stuff. Just make sure that what you say is, you know. Hey, Logan, how are you?
Not too bad.
And Logan knows this firsthand, don't you, Logan?
Not too bad.
Yes. My name is dragged all over the internet now.
Yeah, Logan was on my live weeks ago and for quite a while. And it was very, very unfortunate. Somebody screen recorded the entire thing and then splice and dice the entire thing, taking out pieces, not putting in pieces correctly. Because Logan actually gave an enormous amount of support to Malaya. And of course that was all removed. So I just want people to be aware that this can happen.
Oh crap, 1 second. That's why I said 1 second. Here we go.
Saturday evening, not
after the briefing.
Okay. Listen to this.
I don't know, what were you saying?
That was just it.
Turn it up a little bit.
That we left Saturday evening, not
after the briefing.
Morning.
After the briefing on land.
No, it was after the altercation.
You left, but Malaya didn't.
We all left. Malaya
No.
went with her mother. I left. My sister left. My sister-in-law left. We all left at the same time.
Yes.
Time.
But the altercation was before the
At
briefing.
the same time.
And then there was one after because your mother was involved in that one.
Yes, and that's when we were saying about the car. And then I don't know who came back looking for the cell phone, and we were trying to get Malaya's grandmother to leave the house. Yes.
Yes.
Whose cell phone were they looking for? Whose cell phone were they looking for?
Malaya left right after the briefing. You guys didn't. Malaya left right from the briefing.
Well, she went out in
5
the
minutes before
ambulance.
us, yeah.
Yeah, right after the briefing, up at the briefing. She never came back to the house.
No.
You
So
guys
it
did.
wasn't Saturday morning that she had.
No, it was
No.
Saturday afternoon after the
It
briefing.
was, it was Saturday evening. I think around supper time-ish.
Yeah, after the briefing at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
She left out.
But yeah, no. And the blanket was in the garbage. The cops even went and found the other half in there.
Hold on, what'd she say?
Yeah, as far as I knew, the blanket was.
Huh?
The cops even went and found the other half in there.
Yeah.
The cops even went and found the other half in there. Now, I would assume that this pink blanket would have had mildewy smell, being outside in the trash for a week, Daniel. Right? Daniel. Except it was thrown out Friday night into that trash, in my opinion. Daniel. How about that? Daniel.
As far as I knew, the blanket was on the railing.
Yeah, no, the cops
Daniel
came
lost
and
his
collected the other
railing
piece.
30 years ago.
After the other piece was grabbed from the trees.
Yes, where we found it.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. Whose cell phone? Who's losing a cell phone? Were they freaking out that this cell phone was lost? I know who loses their cell phone like that. Daniel and Malaya are glued to their cell phone. That's hearsay, though. Well, I mean, they both agree on that they went back to get the phone. So I don't think that's. I mean, they both agree on it, and they're pretty much on different sides of the coin, right? One is Malaya's friend, one is Daniel's family. You can tell there's tension between them, and they both agree upon that. So, in my opinion, I absolutely believe that.
I'm still trying to place who you are, but
That's okay. There's so many people.
So no, go ahead, Cheryl. Just identify. Like, how do you know Malaya? You said you were good friends with Malaya?
Yeah, I don't really want to touch on that kind of stuff. Kind of just respecting her privacy right now, but I just kind of picked up on a couple of things that you had said, and I wanted to clarify that she most certainly didn't leave Saturday morning. It was Saturday into the evening after the briefing.
yeah, Susan probably misspoke because I said that in our
No,
first
that's okay. That's okay.
Something's weird about
where
it.
we said where she left because I put the baby in the car for her and her mother
Yes,
drove off.
Chris.
But you guys were supposed to come back for Malaya's car and you guys didn't. Nobody took Malaya's car and it got repoed by what is it? The search and rescue guy got it towed back to wherever Malaya was. So you guys, I thought her stepsister or whatever was supposed to take the car. That was after the whole altercation because they were trying to get
I don't
Malaya's
know.
grandmother out of the house because she didn't want to leave.
I don't know. That's not really relevant to anything I was talking with Susan about.
No.
I'm not touching on the vehicle.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that Malaya did not come back to the house. She left right from the briefing. You left.
Yes, absolutely. I
Crazy chick.
was with her.
I just want to say, Cheryl, it really seems that you're sharing conflicting information between Logan and you. Like, it sounds like, I don't want to sound rude, but like you're saying false things a little bit. And
Like what?
well, you said about you were like coming in here to correct people about the blanket.
Yes.
And
because it was on the railing. That's what I was told.
But if you were there,
on the railing or in the garbage, it doesn't.
Hold on. We need people to just speak one at a time so that everybody in the chat can hear.
Sorry, Susan.
No, that's okay. It gets really confusing for people that are trying to listen to what's going on. So, DJ is making the point, Cheryl, that, and I don't want anybody accusing anyone on the panel. I'm not. Yeah. No, I know you aren't, but I'm just going to.
It's something that I noticed. Sorry to interrupt, but
So, yeah. So she's just simply saying that you had come up on the panel to clarify some things that had been said.
Yes.
And one of those things was that I had said that the blanket had been put in the garbage by Daniel, and that I had gotten that from Logan and Mackenzie. Logan is here. She verifies that.
Hold on. What? Go back.
So she's just simply saying that you had come up on the panel to clarify some things that had been said.
Yes.
And one of those things was that I had said that the blanket had been put in the garbage by Daniel, and that
the blanket had been put in the garbage by Daniel.
I had gotten that from Logan and Mackenzie.
I got that from Logan and Mackenzie.
Logan is here. She verifies that.
Mm-hmm.
You had said no, the blanket was on the railing. Now you're saying you thought it was on the railing. Is that correct?
No.
Is Logan saying that Daniel put that in the trash? I know, Deborah. That's why I got veneers. My BFF is a dental hygienist. She fucking yanks me every day. Is that what she's saying? Logan's last name is Mackenzie. Cheryl says, is that what she's saying? I need to go back. I gotta listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
You had said no, the blanket was on the railing.
Hold on.
And said,
Yes.
and one of those things was that I had said that the blanket had been put in the garbage by Daniel, and that I had gotten that from Logan and Mackenzie. Logan is here. She verifies that.
Mm-hmm.
You had said no, the blanket was on the railing. Now you're saying you thought it was on the railing. Is that correct?
No. I was told it was on the railing.
Okay. So are we okay in agreeing that the blanket was put in the garbage?
I really.
Deborah, if you only knew a little bit about my life, about the dental stuff, I can't tell you, otherwise I would kind of dox myself. But
Don't know. I don't think it matters. All I know is the blanket was found in the trees up on the road.
Half of the blanket
Hold
was
on, what did you
correct.
say?
Yeah.
Right.
Half of the blanket. What did you, hold on, wait. What?
No, I don't think it matters. All I know is the blanket.
Oh, it definitely matters, ma'am.
It was found in the trees up on the road.
Half of the blanket was correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Piece
So
of
it does matter.
I wouldn't even call it half. Just a piece of it.
Okay, so it does matter where the blanket was. Actually, it is a significant piece to the story.
The investigation.
Mm.
Yeah, the mom too says it all matters. Yeah, so just Cheryl, I appreciate you being here. I really do. I just want to make certain that, and it's not just to Cheryl, but if you if you think something, like you just said, well, I was told it was on, that's absolutely fine. And that's valid to say. Just make sure that you don't put across something as fact that you don't know as fact, but somebody told you, or something that you think. Just make sure you make that clarification so that everybody understands.
Right. Yeah. Did I see it on the railing? No. Did I see it in the tree? Yes.
I mean, I don't think they're being as fair to Malaya's people as they are with Logan. But still, I don't know why she's doing this.
Did I see it in the garbage? No.
No, but we, the cop's note was in the garbage.
Yeah.
There's
No,
a whole video about it.
Have
But-
asked about
yeah,
it,
exactly.
but yeah, no.
I seen it in the tree
get it.
too. That's why I knew.
So they both seen it in the tree.
You what?
I said I was there when you found it in the tree. Like I was there 2 seconds after you guys found it.
Yes, yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Interesting. I was there 2 seconds after you found it. So Malaya was there when it was found. Logan was there 2 seconds afterwards. Who was Malaya's friend with? Who was Cheryl with? I spent $12 grand on crowns and bridges that are failing me. That really sucks. And I was there when you found it in the trees. Then she said, "You what? Sister or sister-in-law?" I guess she was a sister-in-law and sister in Haley and Cheryl found it. Who's Haley again? Malaya's cousin, friend, a half sister. I find it interesting that, in my opinion, a male, we'll say, planted the blanket there. And I find it interesting that someone's half sister and friend goes and finds the blanket. How you doing?
Logan, can I
okay.
ask you a question? Was the whole garbage bag taken with
Tell us.
the half of the blanket in the garbage bag that was torn open?
No, see when Daniel found out about the blanket in the tree, because he was in the woods before knowing about it, and he found out after Malaya left about it. He went
Hold
out to the garbage because we all
You hear that?
in the tree because he was in the woods before knowing about it.
Daniel was just in the woods right there. He was just in the woods, doing what Daniel does in the woods.
And he found out after Malaya left about it. He went out to the garbage
Oh,
because
how
we all
convenient.
mentioned
Mhm.
the blanket. So he went out. He goes, I put that blanket in the garbage
Hold on, how did she skips over that little part right there? What?
after Malaya left about it. He went out to the garbage because we all mentioned the blanket. So he went out. He goes, I put that blanket in the garbage. I'm going to say about a week ago because it was ripped. So him.
It was ripped. Doesn't look too ripped in the window to me. Pre-owned dentures, Joe Neal. The founding fathers, you should have seen George Washington's dentures. They looked really fucking painful. It's like, did grandma die? Yeah, take her teeth out. I need to make some false teeth. Let me saw some wood here and stick them in so I can eat dinner.
And I forget who else. I think it was his brother. Went out, videoed it all, opening up the garbage and like checking around, and you could see it. So like we called the cops right after that. Like the RCMPs came right out after.
What?
We called the cops right after that. Like the RCMPs came right out after that.
Oh, they came out
But
right
yeah,
after.
it was in the garbage. the RCMPs came out and collected it and all. The bag was still in the garbage bin and the garbage bin was closed.
Okay. Just a
Really? He admitted he lied about the blanket because he said he panicked when asked. Why would he panic? Why would he panic? A panic about what? What is he panicking about? One ended up in the tree and the other part in the garbage bin. Got Justin on the video, Daniel opening the garbage bag. Why do that? Hell yes. Nobody wanted to talk about this shit. I do. Oh shit, I just knocked my camera. Oh, sorry. Pardon my French. 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Daniel thinks he's so smart. Doesn't he? He's not. He's really not. He's really not. Daniel admitted he lied and said it was Lily's blanket after he found it. Malaya said it was Lily's. It was on the window. He saw it every day. Daniel admitted he lied and said it was Lily's blanket after he found it. Malaya said it was Lily's. Yeah, they both did say it was Lily's. It was on the window. He saw it every day. And did you see what I showed earlier about the blankets, Randy? He lied at first. Yeah. I don't know of anyone that lies about anything when they have nothing to hide, when their two children first went missing. Why would anyone lie? Not because you're scared. Okay, you're scared. Jack and Lily are scared. You got to be there doing everything to protect them. So in my opinion right there, they should arrest Daniel for admitting that he lied in an investigation. Period.
The RCMPs came out and collected it and all. The bag was still in the garbage bin and the garbage bin was closed.
Okay. Just a clarification for somebody in chat. Logan Ann McKenzie is Daniel's first cousin, is very close to the family and lives, relatively close by. She has been on our chat previously. Cheryl, Christina, it's the first time she's been on my chat and I welcome her. And she was from what she says, she was there at the time of the search, and she is affiliated in some way or a friend or something to Malaya. Is that correct, Cheryl?
Yes.
Okay.
I've watched your lives a few times. I just haven't said anything.
Okay, Cheryl. Somebody in chat was just asking, they said, who are these people? Can you please clarify for us? Now, Logan, I did
Yes.
have a question for you.
Sure, honey.
Did you watch Daniel's interview on CBC?
The new one?
Yeah.
Just parts of it. I watched the full part of the grandmothers. I didn't watch fully Daniel's yet.
Okay.
I was speaking with Daniel yesterday, though.
You what?
I was speaking with Daniel yesterday. He was at my house and he was telling me that he did that interview.
Why won't he come on my live, Logan?
Because he wants to stick with factual, the way he said it was. The
And he
local news is, and he wants to stick with the more factual. I don't know. That's what he tried to tell me anyway.
The
I asked
mainstream.
him if he wanted to come on
Factual.
and he was lining up this interview here, so I'm not sure what's going on now.
Okay.
I could ask again.
Okay, I would like that. And let him know that I do now have, and it's all actually because of the situation that happened with your live, I do have a private dedicated live room for subscribers only.
I
Which,
love that.
yeah, which gives a much greater control to the environment. No one outside can watch. It has to be paid subscribers only.
That's what he said about my interview too. He said mine got so spliced and diced.
Yeah, and if he would like to do that, I will send him a gift subscription. He doesn't have to pay for one, and I will give you one. And if you would both like to come in, I would love to have you both.
Awesome. I will get a hold of him
Okay,
and see what he says. I am going to go get my children here soon, so
okay.
we'll have to leave this live.
Okay, one question, Logan.
More, honey.
You, okay, so you'll watch I'm sure you'll watch his CBC interview. but
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it here when I get home from picking up the children.
You had mentioned in my live about his mother's dog in the RV barking just shortly after 9 on Friday the 2nd. And when we were talking about the dog, you had made stated that the dog is really triggered.
When Lily does that screaming?
Yeah, mainly
Poor
by
Lily,
screaming and is triggered by the kids.
Yes, because, well, what animal isn't triggered by animals to run when they run around screaming and yelling?
Triggered by kids, yeah. And I had asked you I had said to you, well, wouldn't the dog have barked if somebody had walked on the property?
I'm not 100% sure because
precisely, that's exactly what I was getting at. I couldn't remember precisely your words, but you would. Okay, I just need.
Poor Lily. Poor Lily. Joe, I'm making your spray bottle right now, just so you know. I'm making your spray bottle right now. And the chat is going to spray you if you misbehave. Did she just call the kids animals? Let's go back and listen to it.
Search, and she is affiliated in some way or a friend or something to Malaya. Is that correct, Cheryl?
Yes.
Okay.
I've watched your lives a few times. I just haven't said anything.
Okay, Cheryl. Yeah, somebody in chat was just asking, they said, who are these people? Can you please clarify for us? Now, Logan, I did have a question for you.
Sure, honey.
Sure, honey.
Did you watch Daniel's interview on CBC?
The new one?
Yeah.
Just parts of it. I watched the full part of the grandmothers. I didn't watch fully Daniel's yet.
Okay,
I was speaking with Daniel yesterday, though.
You what?
I was speaking with Daniel yesterday. He was at my house and he was telling me that he did that interview.
Why won't he come on my live, Logan?
Because he wants to stick with
I think
factual.
1 second. I went back too much.
That's what he tried to tell me anyway.
1 second.
I love that.
Yeah.
Said about my interview too. He said mine got so
option. He doesn't have to pay for one, and I will give you one. Logan,
More, honey.
you okay, so you'll watch I'm sure you'll watch his CBC interview.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it here when I get home from picking up the children.
You had mentioned in my live about his mother's dog in the RV barking just shortly after 9 on Friday the 2nd. And when we were talking about the dog, you had made stated that the dog is really triggered
When Lily does that screaming.
Yeah, mainly by
She does that
Lily
screaming.
screaming, and is triggered by the kids.
Yes, because what animal isn't triggered by animals to run when they run around screaming and yelling?
Triggered by kids, yeah.
She did. She called animal, but I think she misspoke. I hope.
And I had asked you I had said to you, well, wouldn't the dog have barked if somebody had walked on the property?
I'm not 100% sure because
precisely that's exactly what I was getting at. I couldn't remember precisely your words, but you had said, I don't know, but you said I do know that the dog is triggered by the sound of the children.
Yeah.
Okay, and the only reason I raised this is that Daniel said in the CBC interview that he just recently did that. Or the CBC had stated that the dog barks at everything.
I can never hear the dog when I get there. The dog's always my grandmother. My aunt always has the dog in her RV. So if I'm not paying attention for the dog, I ain't listening for the dog. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. I just wanted to sort of clarify that because to me, it sort of presents two different things. One, a dog.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I had one of those dogs that literally, seriously, if a leaf moved outside, this thing would explode, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that.
But the whole time that I knew the dog, I'd never really paid attention to the dog because I'm not really of a dog person. So
okay.
I would say hi to it, but like I'm not personally going there listening to see if the dog's barking at me. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I get
if
it.
I'm not listening for it, and I'm not an animal person myself, so
yeah. She misspoke, so please don't make any kind of nonsense crap about that. You had said
my grandmother?
No, you had said animals are triggered by animals, and somebody in chat said, is she calling Lily an animal?
Oh my God.
No,
I misspoke. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that will be my new meme.
Yeah, it'll be all over the internet, Logan.
Can't be any worse than what everybody else is saying. It's fine. I offered to spit in a cup the other day.
Oh no.
They asked
why? What happened?
Oh, because there's a group on Facebook with my Facebook profile saying, oh, do we even know if they're really related to Daniel and this, that, and the other thing?
Oh.
And all this stuff. And I said, would you like me to spit in a cup and send it to you?
Right.
I said, do you want my birth certificate? Do you what would you like? Because this ain't something to lie about.
Yeah. I mean, it took me about 2.5 weeks ago. And I mean, 2.5 weeks to verify who you were. And it is something that's really important to me to verify people because but I will say, for what it's worth, for me, I don't even go on the Facebook groups because they are so toxic. It's unbelievable.
The only reason why I went on the Facebook group was because somebody shared that my profile was shared all over it.
Right. Well, you can ask Greensleeves, you can ask Cheryl whatever you like. So Greensleeves is asking you, Cheryl, how Malaya is coping.
Like I said, I'm not really going to touch on that stuff right now. I just want to respect her privacy.
Not working.
But I do want to touch on the dog situation. When we had got there around 1:30, 1:15, the dog was in the RV and it most certainly barked. It was right up in the window by the steering wheel. You could hear the dog loud as day.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention to no dog, so it's fine.
Okay.
Cheryl, will you please let Malaya know I am thinking about her though, because I have
will.
tried to message her.
Yes,
and
I know. Yeah, I will. I'll
I'm
let her
not
know.
trying to be anything.
I will also say, Cheryl, that when, regardless of what you see online and spliced and diced, when
Mhm.
Logan was here in the live, she gave Malaya
got
an
it.
enormous amount of support.
I watched
spoke-
live.
Spoke very highly of her.
Yes, yeah, I watched it.
So I just want that. I'm gonna go get my children, but have a good night or night. Have a good afternoon, guys.
And you
Thanks.
too, Logan. Thank you so much for coming up.
Here, Logan.
So, Andy, the blanket, as I understand it, Andy's asking if the blanket was special to Lily. The blanket had actually been ripped and had been used to cover a window.
Used to cover a window.
Prior to it being
I'm sorry, I missed
put in
that.
the garbage.
Used to cover a window. Then Daniel later changed it to a door. Didn't Cheryl say Malaya was there when they found it? But in another time, they said they sent her a picture of it on her phone, and she said yes. Didn't Cheryl said Malaya was there when they found it? It seems like I remember that, Crazy Buck. And then they said they sent a picture. Yes. Huh. I hate making these new emojis because it's so hard. It's easy to make the emojis. It's so hard to find the menu to do it. I'm almost there though. But listen to what she says right
And
here.
had been used to cover a window.
Hold on a little bit more.
You too, Logan. Thank you so much for coming up.
Here, Logan.
So, Andy, the blanket, as I understand it, Andy's asking if the blanket was special to Lily. The blanket had actually been ripped and had been used to cover a window. Prior to it being put in the garbage.
I also do have to run, Susan, but I want to thank you for letting me join and clearing a couple things up, although I'm not really able to say a whole lot right now, just given, the circumstances and the situation. And let's be honest, nobody really knows what happens. So I don't want to blame anybody. I don't want to.
Guys, see if, for the members, see if Joe, if he has a spray bottle now. Okay. You might have to come back out and come back in. But for the members, I need to see if Joe has a spray bottle. It was definitely not a curtain. You're right, in the school. Why are we making fun of not having curtains? Who cares? There's two kids missing, and we're talking about the curtains. Sherry got it. Sherry got it. The spray bottles are for when Joe acts up. There we go. There we go. It's a little spray bottle it's got Joe's name on it. And curtains are expensive. Blinds, all that are. Yes. Yeah. There we go. What are you talking about, Marie? There we go. Okay. So when Joe acts up, members, spray him with the water. And there's a guinea pig on it too. Okay. Because it's a lot of hand sometimes. I can't see it on my end. All it does is show up as Joe spray. But there you go. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you. Love the Gulf Coast.
Say something that's not true. I don't want to say something that may jeopardize anything, but
Don't give him
I
a big
did. I
head.
did
It's
want to
nothing to
touch
do
on
with
things
it.
that I knew or heard.
And that's yeah, I appreciate you coming up, absolutely. And I do extend the same offer to Malaya. I mean, I'm not sort of jumping on it because I highly doubt Malaya will speak to me. She hasn't spoken to anybody. But I extend the same thing to Malaya and yourself. If you and her would like to come onto a sub-only private live, I will present, I will cover the subscription cost for you.
Thank you.
And it is a much controlled setting. It is subscription access only. So nobody from outside can be sitting there watching.
Okay, I just looked.
And
I just
so
looked at it.
you could,
So this is very interesting. What they are talking about here when it comes to this. And Daniel, I think I'll contact RCMP about this because I really, really believe they need to. I'm going to show them these pictures and the dates. And Malaya left Saturday evening. Justin, can you tell me whose TikTok that was? Who TikTok where, baby? What are we talking about? I love the name Biloxi. Biloxi. Every time I hear of Biloxi, that you remember for us old folks, the show Family Matters with Steve Urkel. He had a cousin and it was actually Steve Urkel, but in a dress. And her name was Myra. And she would always say, I'm from Biloxi, Alabama. I think it was Alabama, but I'm from Biloxi. Did I do that? Yeah. It's funny. So I love the name Biloxi. I think M is in the trailer. Well, I think that RCMP needs to go back and look through these pictures, right? And I believe that the RCMP made a big mistake allowing the family to stay there, allowing Daniel to go any fucking where, pardon my French, anywhere. He should not have been allowed to go around God's green creation for all of this. The first 2 days, no ma'am, no ham, and no turkey. Oh, yeah. So TikTok does not keep any live streams. if YouTubers didn't record it, it wouldn't exist. It's live and then it goes. It vanishes forever. It doesn't stay up. It's so weird to me that they do that. His girlfriend on the show died in real life. Oh, wow. Sad. I didn't realize how many of us in Mississippi folks are pearls. Well, hello, Mississippi. How you doing? Guys, thank you all so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you. I should be live a little bit earlier tomorrow for the first live if y'all are around. I'll be live probably around 3 o'clock, 3:30-ish, hopefully. And then we should be doing a live around 5, 6-ish. And then we'll be doing an evening live tomorrow. So we'll be doing at least 2 lives, 3 maybe. They have access to it in their account. Yeah, but they can cut shorts from it or something like that. Thank you, Mama of an Angel. I headed that they heard that they found compromising evidence. Oh, of course, I'm sure. Sure. Okay, well, go to bed. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have an appointment. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I have an appointment at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I need to go to bed. You're right. Biloxi. It's Mississippi. That's right. Biloxi is in Mississippi. No, I was thinking about Alabama. What is the place in Alabama that's called? It's a big city in Alabama. Shit. What is that city called? It's a weird name. Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa. Is that how you say it? Tuscaloosa. I remember that because this is my memory. I ordered something when I was very young, and I was on, the old dial-up phones, the kind that had the cord, and it was like just a square plain phone. It had 9 digits. Well, and the pound key and the star. And I ordered something, and I was calling tracking. And it was like, your shipment is in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I was like, where the fuck's that? As a kid. Tusca what? Still can't say it. This case reminds me of Jaden's case, so similar, very much so. W.V. Lee. Burning plastic and other materials that is toxic. It was no everything. Who was burning plastic? What were you looking for, Lindsay? I guess Joe went to bed. Including all kids' toys compromised on the soil. Yeah, I so want a dial phone to show I've been looking for one. Go to eBay. A rotary phone or a dial phone? Tuscaloosa. Lusa. We want dial up with the party line. We had a dial up with the party line. Use the last 4 to call. Yes. Yes, she is. Or she's, I think she is, yeah. All right, guys. Love you all. I don't know what that is, Linda. You've got mail. You can get those CDs from the post office. You've got mail. Just different. Yeah, it was. All right, guys. Good night, everyone. God bless you and keep you all. Take good care of yourself. Are you coming to Biloxi? My middle name's Biloxi. You know I am. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lee. All right, guys. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Justice for Jack and Lily Sullivan. Daniel, Malaya, do the right things. You too, Janie. Good night. God bless.